to the September Lesser Game of the Month. This time we're going to finally get a Super Nintendo game in there. I'm surprised it's actually taken this long for us to get one. We're going to be doing Mega Man X, and this one I really like. It was a really good new version to the Mega Man franchise, and something that's never been done quite as well since. We've seen Mega Man Battle Network, Mega Man Zero, Mega Man Legend, Mega Man Star Force, and all this weird stuff that has been coming up, but they've never really done quite as good a job of remaking the Mega Man franchise as they have with the X series. So let's check out the first game on the Super Nintendo. Okay, let's get started with Mega Man X. Now, it does have a lot of similarities to the NES Mega Man games. You've got your charge shot still. Standard jump is slide. At first you don't have it, but it's actually an upgrade that you get later. And the intro is something kind of different for Mega Man games too. I mean, instead of going into this zone based off the robot itself, which you do see that later on, but your first little intro stage is actually this obliterated highway. Just, you know, something different, and something that grabbed your attention whenever you first booted the game up. Now, these robots are interesting. They don't really take battle damage, but you gotta hit them enough to move them forward enough to where they actually blow. So in their case, it's not really best to use a charge shot. Now the ones with the long skinny legs, you do want to use a charge shot in them. Simply because if you don't use a charge shot, they won't blow. You'll go right through their legs unless you jump and hit their head instead. As you can tell, I'm a lot better at the Mega Man games than I am certain others. Well, I say that, and I'm gonna probably start taking damage knowing my luck. Not doing too bad so far, though. We're getting ready to fight the, not really much of a boss, it's more like a mini-boss. Cue the ominous music. Now this guy you can't really beat as much as you can, just you're waiting for him to lower your energy. Although I do like to see how long I last against him. Now once he starts firing those charge bolts, you get hit by one, and then you go into the whole storyline thing. Which introduces us to the other major character of the X series, Zero. Now, Zero in later games you get to play as, but in the first game he's more or less just part of the storyline. He's probably one of the neatest characters that Capcom ever introduced to the Mega Man series. Let's fast forward past the story. I'm sure we all know this by now. And then Mega Man goes off in his quest to defeat the 8 Robot Masters and get powered up. And most of us, at least I do, but most people I think start with Chill Penguin. And now you're seeing this theme stages based off the boss. Ah, that was stupid. There we back up to full health again. Not doing too well. Oh well. Now mine to try to guess past this boss, but one thing that I also want to show are the expansion parts. In this game, Mega Man gets upgraded, certain parts of his body get upgraded, along with getting the special weapons and whatnot. And then instead of getting the usable sub-tanks, you get refillable sub-tanks. Which means that if you're at full energy, the energy that you would have got goes into the tank instead, and you can use that tank to refill your energy. And then it empties, and then you can refill it again. You can find up to 4 of these. And here's the first expansion part. And as you can see, whenever you get an expansion part, the sprite changes to show the new part. And now we've regained our ability to dash. I won't be able to get them in this quick review of the game, but the other parts you get a really stupid part for your head that allows you to break blocks. There's a body armor part, which reduces your damage by 50%, and that's almost a must-have for the Sigma levels. And then there's one of 2 upgrades you can get for your Mega Buster. There's one which you find, which changes your charge shot and allows you to charge weapons from enemies. And then there's another one, if you don't find, you'll get it from Zero in a plot point in the game, which allows you to fire an even more powerful version than the version that you find. And also lets you do the usual charge enemy weapons and whatnot. So there's just a whole bunch of expansions you can get from Mega Man in this one that, and they really work well. I think they probably some of the best expansions we've seen since Mega Man 3, where you had Rush. I'm not doing too well, am I? Ooh, got lucky there. Okay, let's go after our first boss here. Probably the only boss I'll be doing in this review. Once again, your ominous music hits, and away you go. Oh, let go too soon there. Come on. Thank you. Timed it wrong. Oh well, didn't get hit. And see you later. I also love the explosions that they do on the robots. I mean, it looks so much bigger than the NES little poof did. Now, in addition to all the other extras, I forgot to mention there's also heart capsules, which increase your total energy. Once again, I like the little heads-up display, computerized look that they do for the weapon expansions. And then you get your password. So that is it for Mega Man X. Be sure to check out September's NES Game of the Month, where we check out Base Wars. And we will see you next month with another NES and Lesser Game of the Month.